So Jamal Niaz here for Seconds Out. 11th round stoppage victory for yourself. Joe Gallagher threw in the towel. Was that a punch-perfect performance for yourself? I know we've spoken times during this past few months about your work with Tevin Farmer, working on those mistakes that you made in that fight, and it really has shown in that performance.
Yeah. You know what? It wasn't a punch-perfect performance. Thrown one punch in the blade in 10th round and it wrecked me wrist. My wrist is killing me. So other than that punch, it was pretty wet. It was pretty good, yeah. But listen, it was a good performance. I was very happy with my performance, and yeah, I'm delighted at the outcome. 80-1 underdog to knock him out in the 11th round. That's crazy. That. I hope you all got on the bet for it there and got a few quid.
Some atmosphere in there as well. You would have thought that you were the home fighter in Scott's home city.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Do you know what? I want to give a big shout out to all the fans, everyone who came out here to support me tonight. I know people who who got on flights this morning, 500 quid just for one flight, you know. 3 of them came over. Little things like that. They're things I'll never forget, you know. These are people who are not very wealthy, you know, and they're spending good, hard-earned money to come watch me. So little small things like that, they're things that I'll never forget. So I want to say thank you to each and every fan who travelled, and all my fans from England as well who came and supported me. It's just been amazing tonight. The atmosphere was amazing. You could see I was just so calm, relaxed. It was fun. I just enjoyed myself out there tonight. Yeah, it was pretty fantastic.
How early was it in the fight that you had a sense that you'd neutralised him? Was it from the get-go, from that opening round, that you had a real confidence? I've seen at the end of each round, you gave him a look of, if to say, you've just not got an answer for what I've got to give you in this one.
Yeah, do you know what? Yes and no, because Scott Quigg was a former world champion, so I couldn't underestimate him one bit. And if I had underestimated him, I'm sure he would have capitalised on it, you know. So I was just making sure I was staying switched on 24/7, and I knew I couldn't underestimate him. So I never felt like I was too confident whatsoever. I just stuck to the game plan, listened to my corner, and done everything Albert told me to do.
I've seen you having a chat with some of Scott's team then, very respectful from your behalf and their behalf as well. Took the defeat in a very respectful way. We don't know where Scott's going to go from here. Would you advise him to hang up the gloves after that performance?
Listen, at the end of the day, that's not my point. That's not my job, you know. Scott can do what he wants with his career. I'm only in control of my own career. I'd never tell another man what to do, because who am I to tell anyone what to do with their career, you know what I mean? I can only say what I'm going to do in my career. I'm going to push on and go to bigger and better things. But listen, Scott is a fantastic competitor, former world champion, so I can't take anything away from him. And he's still a massive name, so I don't know what I'd do if I was in his career.
Did you enjoy silencing any doubters that you had into this one? Because obviously, like you mentioned, Scott is a former world champion, so it is a big notch on your belt to get a win like that. Did you pay attention to any of the negative comments towards yourself going into this one?
No, listen, because if I put my happiness in other people and their negativity, then what sort of man does that make me? You know what I mean? That just means that someone can take my happiness away from me. I would never give someone else that power. So no, I don't care what any of the naysayers say. I don't care what anyone else says. I'm confident in my own ability because I'm the one that put in the work in. All these people who, they can say what they want, but they don't know the hard work that I'm putting in and the sacrifices that I'm putting in behind the scenes. So I don't listen to negative comments, to be honest. I actually deleted Twitter off me phone. Like, I didn't delete my account, I just deleted it off my phone so I didn't see anything. Yeah. 2 weeks ago or something, you know what I mean? Because most people just slate everyone on Twitter. And I'm a fan of Twitter. I don't care about anything like that, you know. But at the same time, I just don't want negativity coming into my life. I'm just a positive man, and I don't listen to any of that. That's all rubbish, you know.
Just speaking to Eddie then about how you've displayed such a great performance in the ring, and then you've got such a brilliant character outside of the ring. In terms of, you've obviously got the gift of the gab. You know how to sell fights. Do you think you really don't have a glass ceiling in this game as an overall package? Because you understand that it is an entertainment industry as well.
Sure it is. Yeah, listen, the world is my oyster right now. It always has been. As long as I want, when I said I was going to do something, I always accomplish it, you know. There's never one thing that I've said that hasn't came true yet, other than win a world title, and I'm on the road to winning a world title. So The world is if you are dedicated and you are passionate about something, then anything is possible. You know what I mean? So I'm very dedicated and I'm committed to the boxing scene, and this is just another notch on my belt. It's just another thing to get me closer to my final goal and destination.
Do you see a world title fight happening this year, and how active are you looking to be? When do you reckon you'll get back in there?
Do you know what? I always stay in the gym. Like, I'll be probably jogging next week, you know, but I don't know if I'll be getting a world title this year, but I'll definitely probably be getting a world title next year. But I'm more than happy to take a world title this year if it comes. But like that, I'm just a boxer. I just perform with the best that I can possibly be when I get the show, and I leave that up to MK Global, and they're the ones that guide my career in the perfect way. So that's not my job, my man. But who knows? Please God, fingers crossed.
And you see nothing but headline shows for yourself going forward after that one, surely?
I don't know. Do you know what? I don't even care, but that would be amazing if that's the case. Shit, I'm happy with that. You know what I mean? I don't mind. But that was a masterclass performance, and I just hope it all continues. It's a mad roller coaster of a career, and I'm enjoying every minute of it.
Really appreciate your time. Brilliant performance from yourself. Thank you very much. Cheers.